Yo, welcome back to another Friday Night Live. Soul to Soul podcast, man, where we talk about sneakers, most sneaker news that's upcoming, things that are on our mind, things that we could probably think about in the future, and some of that stuff I want to kind of talk about tonight. It's been kind of slow. October really didn't have much, and I know we still got a couple of weeks left in the month, and there's not really a whole lot, right? And I'm getting kind of bored. There's not a whole lot to talk about, as far as like releases go. Um, but sometimes that's a good thing, right? Sometimes we do need those months. Although I do feel like it's been like 2 or 3 months, since we've gotten like had like a really good month in terms of sneaker releases. The one release that we were supposed to have this month was the Black Toe Reimagined, and that would have probably highlighted the month, right? But outside of that, we had a Kobe. We're going to be getting the Jordan 4 Orchids, which is made some, a little bit of news this week because people are getting moldy pairs of that, which is, something that I want to talk about with you guys here in a few minutes. And if you look at, what's coming up in November, we kind of touched upon this over the past couple of weeks where there's a decent amount of releases coming up. November is really like the main month. You know what I mean? As far as like holiday season goes, obviously there's drops in December too that matter, but I guess the ones that we're looking forward to the most, right, are dropping in November. Just off top, we got the Fear Fours, we got the Jordan 3 Black Cements, and probably a shock drop coming for the Black Cement 3, and probably more than likely another shock drop coming for the Jordan 11 Columbia's Legend Blue, because they shock drop them every year. So next month is going to be an expensive month. But right now, there's not really anything going on. It's not really a whole lot that I'm looking forward to. The Howard University Jordan 1 lows were kind of cool. I did pass on those. Just felt like I didn't really need them. I liked them, but I don't know. I kind of felt like I would just hold on to my money. You know what I mean? And see what kind of W's that I get next month and into December, and then obviously 2025 where we all got to remortgage our houses and stuff like that. But just right now, man, it's just so slow. Let me know if you guys copped anything. Have you guys reached back for anything? Normally slower months is a good time to do that. I do want to give a shout out to um, what's it, Lifter CB, formerly known as Sledge. He won the giveaway last week for the 15,000 subscriber giveaway that we did, which was really cool, man. Thank you guys for participating and congrats to him. He did pick a sneaker. I'm not going to tell you what he picked, but hopefully I should have those in like a week or so. Goat takes their good old time sometimes because they got to ship it and authenticate it and then ship it to me, and then I got to ship it to him. So we'll know more about what he picked pretty soon. But it was a really good pick, and what he picked, I've never seen them actually in person, but I've wanted this shoe for a long time, so I'm kind of jealous of him right now. With that being said, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button for us. When you guys come in, if you haven't hit it already, man, it's free. Don't cost you nothing, man, to hit that like button. Really does help out the channel. I'm gonna be doing another giveaway. We're road to 20K, man. Trying to hit 20K this year. A couple months left. But if we can get to 18 before the end of the year or 20, I'm gonna do giveaways for both of those milestones. Where I'm giving you guys another sneaker, probably up to $500. Maybe if we hit 20 by the end of the year, maybe I'll do even something more better for 20K. But the next milestone is going to be 18, and we're going to run that giveaway again as long as we get there before the end of 2024. So make sure you guys are, subscribing if you're ghost watching, sharing the videos, all that great stuff that you guys do for us over here. Much appreciated. Let's see who's here tonight, man. KB Kicks is in the building. What's up, my dude? He said, don't forget to smash that like button on the way in and join the Discord. Yep. Free sneaker Discord, man. It's a great community. They're lit in there, active every day. I'm going to pin KB's comment to the top of the chat. So if you haven't already joined our Discord, make sure you guys join up, get yourself some, a good community and, a good place to, get some sneaker information and stuff like that. So it doesn't cost anything. It's totally free for you guys. Mario in the building. What's up, my guy? Salute. How you doing, bro? Phil's in the house. Yo, what's going on, Phil? Nubian King 410, salute everyone. Jerry Garza said, I really hope the Black Toe doesn't push back the breads in February. That's interesting. So the Black Toes, I think we dropped that info last week or the week before. They're dropping in on February 1st, and the Black Toe was supposed to drop this month. Now dropping February 1st, and February 14th is supposed to be the bread high 85, which has a price tag of $250, man. That's insane to me. But you know, also, when it comes to that, right? I know at first, like, we were all like 250 for that shoe, ugh. And I know we're all still grossed out by that retail price tag, but like, are you gonna cop the shoe for 250 retail? Like, are you gonna go after the shoe? I definitely want to know like what the energy is from you guys now that we've kind of had some time to sit with that price. Like, what are your thoughts on it? You copping? Or are you gonna pass on the shoe? Let me know. Let's see. Benefit Tarantino said, I got everybody at my job entering the Columbia Blues for me, along with the Travis Scott when they release. There you go, bro. There you go. Get yourself a little team. Get yourself a little team. Those Columbia Blues, though, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you need to get everybody to help you with those. You may end up with everybody hitting. So I would probably not do that for those. There's gonna be a lot of those. There's gonna be a lot of those. But Travis, yeah, Travis, get everybody to help you, bro. Oh, we got a donation in the house from my boy Bren 70403 with the 499. He said the Fear Fours and the Black Cement Threes, and I'm good for 2024. We'll go after and hoping to hit both Travis Scott's and the Wizard of Oz SBs. The Fear Fours is a must for me. That I'm getting that no matter what. I'm getting that no matter what. Black Cement Threes, same. I'm getting those no matter what. Um, Travis's, yeah, hit or miss, bro. Hit or miss. But good luck on that, bro. Thank you for the 499, Brent, and I appreciate all the support, man. Every day, every week, man. Salute to you, my guy. Goon baby, Goon baby. What's up, dude? Hey, Goon. Let's see. So it'd be like, let's see, Jew. All the members that do tier 2, the after live, if you guys want me to do that tonight, I will. If you guys are interested in kicking it with me after the live stream's over, more than happy to do that tonight, as long as you guys are, available to come pull through. If not, we can do it next week. It's up to you guys. So like Yayo and Lifter and all you guys that do tier 2, let me know if you guys want me to do the after live, and I'll kick it with you guys as long as you guys are available to do that. If you guys want to join the channel membership, there's a link in the description box below. 2 tiers. One gets you the sneaker next to your name that gets better every month that you're a member. And you get emojis and, basically like you're a part of the family. And then there's another tier where you get all that stuff. And then I do like private live streams with you guys and things like that. So if you want to join either of those, you can, there's links for both of those in the description box. What up, Phil? Going good. Finally off work. Got my black toe ones in. Hey, man. Like, hey, listen. I stopped myself from buying those a couple of times, bro. And I want them really bad. Like, I'm not saying like I gotta have them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't sleep because I don't have them type thing. But like, I really, really want them. And I stopped myself from buying them a couple of times. And right now, in my size, like from the time I was gonna buy them when they was like $200, they're like 170 right now in my size, bro. So like I'm probably gonna have to cop those real soon, bro, because like they're below retail. They're below retail right now in my size. So man, to get that shoe for below retail, like that's a W. I don't even care if they go down a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, nice pickup, man. How you like them, by the way? What the dunk is clean. Be the truth to your school. What's up, Marvin? How you doing, bro? Salvador, what's up, everybody? What's good? Happy Friday. Channel member Salvador, man, how you doing, my guy? Thank you for being here. G-Face in the house, man. Where you been, bro? G-Face. Said, what's good? Glad to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Keegan McPeters, what's up? How you doing, my guy? Emil, what's up, bro? Salute. I'm sorry, Emil. I always say it wrong. Neil Kimmin. Neil Kimmin, peace, love, and sneakers. What about the Jumpman Jack Mocha? I like it. I don't like it as much as I like um the other two pairs that dropped earlier this year. But I do like it. It's gonna be tough to get, man. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully my Travis luck continues with that. But yeah, it's definitely a sneaker I want. I really do like that shoe. I know some people kind of weren't the biggest fan of those at first when even before the sneaker released, kind of felt like some people weren't really feeling it or whatever. But I got one in hand. I have the Sail and Mocha one that came out, and it's a really nice shoe, man. It's nice. It's really nice. It looks a lot better in person too, like the way that the silhouette's structured. So I'm a fan of those Jumpman Jacks. You know, some of the colorways that I've seen, and I don't know like how true a lot of the colorways are as far as like really coming out, but some of the colorways that I've seen, I really haven't been like the biggest fan of some of like the possible future ones. But the ones that have released and the ones that are currently on the release calendar that are like for sure coming out or have come out, I've been a fan of it. It's a nice shoe. I'm not saying it's better than Jordan One Low or anything like that, but it's definitely a nice shoe. Jerry Garza said, "I'm for sure gonna cop. I love breads. It's just a classic colorway." Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, even paying the 250 for it, like, is a hurt piece, as far as like retail goes. But like, I think when the time comes, like, I think it's a cop for me for sure, for sure. You know, I don't need them because I got other breads and stuff like that. But it's 85 for me. It's like hit or miss. I don't think everything looks good in a high 85. And sometimes it just looks weird. I use this kind of phrase all the time because my boy Bobby Sneaker World, he used it one time on Instagram, and he was like, "Do these look like two left sneakers?" And like it for real did. On the in the image that he showed on Instagram this one day, like a couple months ago, and but like that stuck with me. So like every time I see one and it doesn't like kind of look right, it does kind of look like two right shoes or two left shoes or whatever to me. But I really do think it works with the breads. I really do think it works with the breads, and I think it's going to be a shoe that a lot of people go after, whether it's 250 or you know whatever the cost of it might be. It's just one of those shoes that I'll start. It's probably going to be like the best Jordan one that we've seen drop in I don't know how long. Just as far as like the colorway, the release. I'm sure it's going to have like nice packaging and nice presentation and stuff like that. So you know, it seems like it's far away, man, but like we are coming towards the end of October. We got two months and 2 weeks left of 2024. You know what I'm saying? So like this year has flown by, and before you know it, we'll be talking about 2025 releases. And them being imminent. As far as releasing, but yeah. Ken Norton, the Jordan 1 Black Toe is great in my opinion. Got early, they look better in hand. That's what's up, man. Lifter, Lifter, CB in the house, Mr. Winner. Once again, bro, congrats, man. I was happy to see you win. I was really happy to see somebody win the giveaway that like is a part of the family. You know what I mean? Like been here, been supportive. Obviously you also are very vocal in the Discord, and you know what I mean, channel member and all. Like it was nice to see you do these giveaways, man. Like people will literally show up just like for the giveaway and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. You know what I mean? And I'm glad somebody like you won, man. And you're a cool dude, man. You know what I mean? Me and you have talked off of here, and you're a super good dude, man. So you know what I mean. Once again, salute and congrats. Did anybody go for the Japan want the dunk shock drop earlier? I saw it. Some of these shock drops that we've been getting lately, like the Wu-Tang dunks, this really haven't interested me. It feels like we haven't gotten a shock drop in a while, just because like some of these releases that like they're shock dropping, like I don't really think like a lot of us really care that much for those shoes. But no, I didn't go for them. But if anybody did, man, congrats on picking them up. Neil Kimmin says, Black Cement 3s, Black Toe 14s. Yeah, I forgot about those. Those are coming too, man. All I need from Jordan for the rest of 2024. Black Toe 14s that's a nice shoe too, man. That's a nice shoe too. OG, that looks great. What's up, Jules? What up? Goon Baby said he's all for it. All right. Goon Baby said he sold his Travis Scotts for $500. Bruh. I mean, that's what they're going for, basically. You know, I mean, me, I'm keeping mine. I'm keeping all my Travises, bro. Keeping them all. Especially one like that. Like, I know you're talking about the medium olives, because I think I saw you talking about it on Facebook or something. But I feel like a colorway like that, I feel like they're gonna go up. If that women's released, which is reversed of that one, is almost $1,000. Like this one's probably gonna go up too, and I'd hate to sell it and then want it again and then have to trade a bunch of stuff or sell a bunch of stuff or spend a bunch of money to try to get it back. You know what I'm saying? So like, I hear you though, bro. Phil said I got my Jordan 1 Black Toes in, but it'll probably be Sunday before I'll have time to go get them. All right, Phil. Let us know. Let us know in the Discord or something. 41,000 in the building and only 14 likes. Oh no, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Nappy29er. What up, bro? What's up, my guy? Who else we got here? Robert Utah now. What up, cousin? Did you go for the shock job today? Nah, man, I did not. I did not, man. Dude, Black Toe 14s, Fear 4s, Jordan 3s, Black Cements, Jordan 11 Columbias, Travis Scott's coming. Those are all more important for me. For me, those are all like way more important sneakers, especially the Fear 4s, the Black Cement 3s. And I really want that Black Toe 14 too. I know like people ain't really feeling 14s all like that, but like, yo, it's OG colorway. It's probably like the second or third best like Jordan 14 of all time. And I don't even remember when the last time they dropped Black Toe 14s. It had to be like 13 years ago or something. Like, it's been a long time. Dr. Disinfect. Yo, what's up, man? Wake up. Wake up. Being honest, my favorite pickups this year have been non-Jordans. Marcus, what's good, family? James, tell Tomlin to keep Russ on the bench. Hey, listen. That's a little bit of a controversial move. My man Coach Tomlin started his own QB controversy, bro. And they're putting Russ in. They're starting him. They're gonna start him this Sunday, bro. You know what though? The thing is, and and I don't mean to talk about football. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a sneaker show, but like, just bear with me for 1 second while I talk to Marcus about this. Listen, it's not like Justin Fields was losing games for us. He obviously played smart football. And he's definitely improved because at Chicago, my man looked like horrible. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely improved. If they can develop him for another 2 years, dude, he's gonna be what Lamar Jackson is. Because Lamar, if you guys remember Lamar Jackson, like he was not as good as he is right now. You know, he could run around and he would make the occasional like down the field pass here or there. He missed all his receivers. He still hasn't won a playoff game. You know what I mean? It's very similar. I feel like I'm watching Lamar Jackson like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? And I think Fields, I think they should sign him long term. I think he could be our future quarterback if they continue to develop him. But right now, if you look at the game film, man, and like at first I thought we shouldn't bench him. But then, like, I was watching some film online, and I was watching this dude break down film, and like he missed a bunch of easy throws that would have been touchdowns or big plays over the course of like all the weeks so far. He's missing receivers, and even though he's not hurting us, like we're like 25th in offense or something like in passing. Like he's not lighting the world on fire. You know what I'm saying? We have 4 wins because our defense is incredible, and we got T.J. Watt. But we need to be able to put up more than 13 points a game. And if Russ can do that, great. And if he can't, then put Fields back in. All right. Okay. Best Jordan 1 since the Lost and Founds that broke the sneakers app. If you're talking about the breads, probably. Obviously the Travises go crazy, but like the just like a regular like Jordan 1. Really hasn't been that many like really great ones since the Lost and Founds, man. So let's see. You guys are going hard talking about the Steelers. Oh, yo. Yep. Yeah, Will Levis is kind of butt, bro. Superfly kicks in the house. What up? What up? What up? Hey, Fitz. Jaden Daniels has been killing it, man. He's been killing it. He's been killing it, man. What up, Alex? Alex AG818. What up, amigos? Vaughn in the house. Asked with shock drop. We talked about that for a couple minutes. Who else we got up in here, man? Derek Hawley said, hopefully Russ can get the passing game going Sunday night. So Sunday night's game is going to be crazy because it's a Steeler home game, obviously, and they said that Donald Trump's going to be there at the game. So I don't know, man. I don't know why he keeps coming here. Every time every time he's come here, man, like, well, not every time, but like, he almost, what happened to him a couple months back, bro. Like, I would never come back here. But I don't know, man. It's going to be a lit game, bro. It's definitely going to be a lit game. I'm looking forward to it to see what we look like with Russell Wilson. Jay Veal in the house, man. Jay Veal. What's goody, man? Happy Friday, bro. Salute. So, speaking of the Lost and Founds, right? Speaking of the Lost and Founds, we've seen Mold since then, but like the Lost and Found was like one of those, probably like the last big release that we saw that like had mold. I think there was some other ones that came out here that had some moldy pairs or whatever, but that was like the biggest one that I can remember, and I actually ended up with a moldy pair. My original pair that I got came super moldy, man. And that video, I remember I did it. It was like Thanksgiving when I unboxed it, and I dropped the video on Thanksgiving, man, and like the video blew up, and my pair had like all this mold all over it and everything like that. And I remember like when that happened, it seemed like everybody was like DMing me photos of like their lost and founds and how like they had mold on them, and Nike actually ended up refunding like the money for those. Like they gave me my money back and they let me keep the shoes and they let everybody else do the same thing, right? Which like we basically got free pair of Chicago's because they were moldy or whatever. You know what I mean? And that continues to be something that we see like over and over again. Like we continue to see mold. We continue to see QC issue with Jordan 3s and elephant print. and black cement threes are coming. So like, we'll see. It seems like all these like really like mass produced like more hype releases like always got something going on with it. Now this Jordan 4 Orchid, I've seen a couple of photos online. Obviously, this is just like a mock-up photo, excuse me, where they put mold on the sneaker. But the real sneaker in the back there did have some mold on it, and you know, if you look at this, like that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Now, I'm not saying that like this release is like a big hype release because honestly, I don't feel like it is. I haven't really even heard anybody say that like they're going after the Jordan 4 Orchid, except for like maybe like a couple of people here and there. My girl likes them, things like that. A couple of my boys like them, but overall, like this isn't one of those ones that like we all gotta have or anything like that. But like they probably did make a bunch of these, and this continues to be like a thing. Like you would think that if you lost a bunch of money on sneakers before and you had to give out refunds, right? They didn't even want the shoe back, bro. They didn't even want the Chicago lost and found back. They didn't even want it back. They're like, here's your money. All right. And you keep the shoe, do whatever you want with the shoe. We don't even want it back. You keep that. You know what I'm saying? So like you think that you would think that after like something like that, they would like learn their lesson, maybe take some precautions, you know what I mean? And, I guess store these sneakers a little bit better because that's really, it's the way that they're stored, because sneakers are made, they go and they're like put in containers and sit for months before they ever reach your house. A lot of these shoes, if you actually look at like inside the shoe when it was manufactured, because they'll have the dates and they'll be like random, it'll be like a 2 month span, it'd be like February to April was when these were produced, kind of thing, and it'd be like a whole year before the sneaker releases, type thing, So like they sit in these containers, and then they're shipped over, or sometimes they're shipped over and then they sit in containers. And then, they sit in a warehouse or whatever. So it's like the way that they're being stored is the reason that they get moldy like this, you know? So you would think that like a company like Nike and Jordan Brand this down by now. We're like, they don't, this is foul. Like you would have to throw this one away. Like you can't, I don't really think you can bring that back. You know what I mean? Like my pair of lost and founds, I had some mold on like the top of the sock liner on the out, like where they had like cracked leather, and I had mold on there, and I used like what I used like Lysol. What I used Lysol. I used not vegetable oil, but the damn it, I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But I used like some household cleaning stuff because people told me to use it. It actually did remove it, but mine didn't. But it wasn't like this. It wasn't like that. That's cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's disgusting. That is foul. That is really, really foul. I don't know what they're charging for that shoe, but I know it's more than $200. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That's pretty disgusting. It makes you wonder what that sneaker, what these sneakers like this Jordan 4 Orchid was stored by, right? Like, was this stored by other releases that are coming up? Could those have been infected? Like Jordan 3. Listen, I'm not saying that like this is the case, but like Jordan 3 Black Cements, for example, like were they next to each other? You know what I'm saying? Would have had to been made together around the same time because they're releasing around the same time. Like things like that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nike's not the best at quality control, so like it's quite possible that if this is really a thing, right? If this is really a thing, check your pairs when they come in, man. But to me, I think that that's foul, man. They should check. They should make sure that they check every box before they send shoes out, which I don't think they do. I really don't think that they do, or they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? But like they should be checking every box before that sneaker leaves whatever warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Because that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Neil said didn't want these anyways. UNC. Yeah. No, I hear you, man. That's some mold. Worse than the lost. Facts, bro. Facts. Facts. Hey, salute to Jville, man. Say smash that like button, man. We need a Jordan 4 in a mold colorway. Hey, bro, they probably will do it. They probably will do it. God is my salvation said that's disgusting. Yep. I wouldn't honestly, like, if my lost and founds would have came like that, bro, I definitely would have threw them away. But my lost and founds were not that bad. Like, I was disappointed. Like, if you watch that video, man, like, I was really disappointed. Like, because I was really excited to hit, and because, like, dude, I talked about that shoe that entire year, and then I actually, with the internet breaking and the sneakers app not working, I actually hit on that shoe, and I was pumped. I was so happy, and then, like, when I did the unboxing, I pulled it out, and you could literally see my face, like, just like go like a kid frowning on, like, when it starts raining on the playground or something, like, you know what I mean, like my spirit was crushed. And what's crazy is, like, I almost didn't even release that video because, like, I at one point in the video, bro, I just, like, said F it, and I was just like, it is what it is. Like, I didn't do no editing in the video, I didn't do nothing, and, like, I wasn't gonna release it because, like, my demeanor was so bad, and all my friends talked me into releasing the video. They're like, "No, no, no, drop that video." But but yeah, no, no, no. It wasn't nothing like this. It wasn't nothing like this, man. This is straight up stage 4 cancer right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's foul. And don't those drop this month, right? Don't they drop, like, on the 26th or something this month? If I remember correctly. I haven't been checking in on this shoe because I really not really a fan of it. All that, like, my girl likes it, but, like, for me, but I do think that they're coming out soon. Yeah, they're dropping on the 26th. 26th. That's a Saturday. It's a women's colorway. Obviously, it's a women's release. 215. $215 for stage 4 mold. Possible. I'm not saying everybody's pairs are gonna be like that. It probably won't be, but bruh, if you're getting a shoe for your girl or something like that, man, it's actually not a bad looking shoe. If you guys remember when the UNC fours dropped, basically like the same color blocking as that, with the gray and stuff like that on the back heel and the like the wing things on the back. Not a bad looking shoe, man. Look great on a girl for sure, for sure. But make sure you guys are checking these when the time comes. Jay Veal said, "Mold can kill brothers. That's a dead end for some kicks. If you put on there somewhere that is dry, not nowhere wet, any water getting into, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, obviously it's some kind of moisture issue for sure. You gotta bleach them things. Mold and suede is virtually impossible to get out. Yeah, you gotta throw them away. Salvador said those is hella nasty. How are they moldy if aren't released yet? Like I said, man, like they have. I mean, just because they're not released yet, it don't mean that they don't exist, right? Like they make them and then they store them and then they move them and they transport them and then they store them again and then they go to a warehouse and eventually, they're released to the public. But um, a lot of pairs out there. A lot of pairs out there of these. A lot of black cement threes are out there already, man. They've been out there. Backdoor been open on them. Um, I'm seeing Jordan 11s, Columbia's pop up. So, like, those are out there in the world. Be careful with all those, though, if you're buying them on the secondhand. Not secondhand, but on the secondary market. Just be careful, man, because there's a lot of fakes too. But there is a lot of real pairs out there of them. So, because they sit in a warehouse in Vietnam for 6 months before shipping. The Lost and Found release was the craziest release of the internet. It's definitely up there, man. It's probably being like one of the craziest, if not the craziest, release day that I can remember. Modern time, anyways. Modern time. I think this shade of pink is girly, but I like the KD4 and pearl shade. Yayo Sosa in the house. I struck out on the Lost and Found on sneakers, but one, my sister's in a sneaker group, wear the same size as me, sold it to me for retail. She had 3 pairs. Oh, dope. But yeah, I don't know. Something else that I saw. Um, did you guys see this? Somebody was saying that their daughter was bullied shoes in school by a kid in New Balances, and she had on Travis Scott's. I mean, kids. Some people kind of ran with this, and some people kind of ran with this as kind of saying like things are different now, right? And they are different, right? Like I'm not dumb, but at the end of the day, you know, there's some truth to the New Balance wave, right? Like they've definitely had their moment. Um Jordan Brand really hasn't released a whole bunch of great shoes this year, you know. Obviously they've released some great ones, but they didn't kill it this year, man. New Balance caught their wave. But when I see a story like this, some people ran with this and was like, "Oh, you know what I mean? Jordans are dead. Jordans are dead. It's New Balances and New Balances and whatever, Asics and stuff like that now." First of all, man, if you've ever been a kid, you know that kids are cruel. Kids are cruel. And, you know, you can't base the heartbeat of the sneaker community off of what some kid did to some other kid at school. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I got picked on if I didn't have Jordans, you know, or maybe not myself personally, but I witnessed kids get picked on because they were not wearing or didn't have or weren't cool or whatever the reason is. Hair was too long, whatever the thing is, right? Kids are cruel, man. And it happens. I'm sure we've all seen it, been a part of it, probably maybe even have done it to somebody else, right? At some point in time for whatever reason, you know. But do I look at this story or somebody's post and think, man, like, Jordans and Travis Scotts are done because some kid in New Balances made fun of some other kid in Travis Scotts? No, I don't. Now, it is true, right? When we talk about kids these days, right? Like kids that are coming up nowadays, they didn't watch Jordan play. They didn't have the same allure or the same magic attached to like the shoes the same way that we do, right? And that's Nike's fault. That's Jordan's fault. And we've talked about that on here as well. They need to do more because they don't advertise. They don't do nothing. They don't do anything. They make a shoe, put on sneakers app, hope it sells, or think it's gonna sell. And that's not how they got us to fall in love with them. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere along the way, I feel like they lost something. They got cocky. They're a little bit arrogant. You know what I mean? They feel like they're the giant and they don't got to do X, Y, and Z. Like they don't even send sneakers or um, product to YouTubers. None of them. Not even the biggest ones. Well, I know that one girl. That one girl gets pairs sometimes, but like it's like super duper rare for Nike to send anybody anything. And I think that at this point, and that might help you out a little bit. Get some rappers involved. Have these NBA players that are Team Jordan to wear these shoes 2-3 months ahead of time, but they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have an athlete signed to Jordan Brand, like how come they're not wearing the shoes that are coming up in 3 months? And I'm not talking about like the super hype stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that needs help. Because like if they can't create new colorways and new designs of, let's say, Jordan 1 through 14, right? Because if it's not a collab or if it's not an OG, you know what I mean? Like, most people don't care, right? But like, if they can't build on that, then like, how many times are you going to release the Jordan 1 bread? And like, they're not thinking outside the box because the younger generation that's coming up, like, they didn't see Jordan play. You know what I mean? They don't remember when people literally would get hurt for their Jordans or get robbed for them or whatever the case may be. Like, it is a big deal. Like, Jordans were a big deal. Still, I mean, they're still a big deal, but like, it literally changed the face of the world. You know, if you're around my age group or older or younger or whatever, if you were old enough to see Michael Jordan play at all, or you grew up in the 90s, 2000s, like, that was a time. And we're moving into 2025. So somebody that was born in the year 2000 is 25 years old today, 24 years old. They didn't watch Jordan play. All the sneakers and all that stuff, like, they weren't really a part of it. And they're 25. So think about somebody that was born in 2010 that's 14, 15 years old right now. They're even further removed, from that. So you are seeing, other brands kind of come up, probably deservingly so. New Balance, Asics. Like, I always thought Asics was a medical shoe. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been something that I like took seriously at all whatsoever. But like, I was seeing this story and like, I didn't do any videos this week because I had a lot of stuff going on. But I did want to talk about this because, like, I was seeing some people like really react to this like it was like this big thing, like, because some girl got made fun of at school by somebody wearing New Balances. First of all, I will never let nobody in New Balances say anything to me about my Jordans. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, like I said, kids are cruel. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. What do you guys think about this, man? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Special Teresa in the house. Hey, how you doing? My son actually told me the other day some kid asked him what he had on them shoes for, and he had on bread fours. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, that Last Dance really. Yeah, that Last Dance sold a lot of sneakers for sure. New Nike CEO is going to slow down Jordan 1 releases big time. I think they do need to slow them down, bro. I really do. I really do. At least for a little bit. I would say since 2020, Lost and Founds were the biggest drop. The Last Dance docu and Spider-Verse definitely made the Chicago one more popular. Yayo said I had to wear New Balance in elementary school because I wore uniforms blue or black. Then I started wearing my regular shoes. I couldn't do it. Kids are dumb and cruel. Then again, so are adults. Yo, facts. 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 Soul priority in the house. Kids now only remember. Ooh, bar. Yeah, man. That's true. I like that. And it's true. Shout out to Soul Priority, man. Go check him out on YouTube and follow him on Instagram. That's my guy. Kobe was our Jordan. That's what we saw. Yeah. Like I saw more Kobe's career for sure than Jordan's, and Kobe was a beast. But Jordan, but bruh, they were both incredible basketball players. But yeah, your average sneaker guy. Again, we can't push our culture to this generation. We have to stop trying to force them to like what we like. They have their own preferences, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't disagree with you. I'm not trying to force anything on anybody. I'm saying from like my my point of view is from Nike standpoint. You know, I remember commercials. We used to get Jordan commercials. We used to see we used to see the newest Jordans coming out before they came out in TV shows, like in the '90s. Even going back and watching old episodes of Seinfeld, for example. You just flipping through, at 12:30 at night, and you run past a episode of Seinfeld. They were giving this dude every pair of Jordans that was ever, being made at that time early. So people were seeing him on a major platform and seeing it on a celebrity. Martin, the show Martin. Remember Martin? Same thing. You would see the Jordans in there. They would talk about it in there. Um, Basically all the shows, right? Like all and nowadays, like they don't do anything. Like how Soul just said, it's history. It's history. So like we're sold on the history, not necessarily like the hype, although hype moves us to like let's keep it 100. But like if they're gonna continue to create shoes, because 2025 is already locked and loaded. Like they dropping everything. They going in the bag. They're pulling out everything out of the bag, rabbit, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're pulling everything out for 2025, and that's gonna work to a certain extent, right? Like that's gonna work. It's gonna work. All 2025, man. People are gonna be excited for Jordans. They're gonna be excited for Nike. All year long. But all the stuff that's coming out is stuff that like we care about. Like it's all stuff that we either didn't get yet or already had and needed again kind of thing. Like they're very sought after type shoes. But in 2026, whenever they go back to dropping whatever Jordan 5 sale, just I don't know, here's a new colorway, here's a new sneaker or whatever, like no one's going to care about that. You know, they have to keep generating hype around these things, and the only way that they've been doing that is through collaborations or scarcity, right? Like we talk about a lot of things, but in reality, the reason why all these shoes are sitting is because they made more pairs. Yes, it's the economy, and yes, it's this, and yes, it's that. But the fact of the matter is like if they would make, if you woke up on release day for a particular shoe that you are maybe on the fence about, you really weren't that sure, but then you find out that there's only 10,000 pairs, you know, you're probably more than likely going to try to go after the shoe because it's limited now and there's not that many of them. But Nike and Jordan brand, they have been making a ton of everything. They've been making a ton of everything, which is a great thing if you're interested in the history. But if you're just a random kind of, well, not random, but if you're just sort of like a fair weather Jordan guy, or maybe not really in love with, the stories or Jordan the man or the history of the shoes, a lot of that stuff is easily passable because there's 300,000 of them and they're $215. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the only way that they could do that is build up hype, and the only way that they can do that is dropping everything in 2025. But if they don't reach the younger generations, right? Like even if you look at like alcohol companies, cigarette companies, like what did they always market to? Was kids, because kids is how they're gonna, you know what I mean, keep continuing their business practices. So like it's not forcing kids to like what we like. You know what I mean? It's up to the brand in order to get them interested in, right? It's the same thing like whenever you're watching TV during the holiday season, all those commercials are geared towards children, even though children don't have money. They get the kids excited who get the parents to spend money. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's how business works, right? Like, so if they're not bringing in the kids in some form or fashion with the things that the kids are interested in, whether it's the shows that they're watching or the athletes that they like, or the rappers the musicians that they listen to, if they're not getting them involved with this in some form or fashion in some way, then the kids are not going to care about it. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that's where Nike and Jordan brand really, from a business standpoint, like they've really fallen off. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't fallen off in terms of people not buying their products. They've fallen off in terms of like they just feel like they're too big to fail, right? And at some point, we're seeing it with the kids nowadays that are just more interested in other things. They're more interested in buying a New Balance or an ASIC, which I'll be honest, I don't understand. I'm not saying that they're ugly shoes, but like, I'm from a different era. So for me, it doesn't hit the same. I would much rather buy a Jordan shoe. That's my prerogative. That's how I feel. But like I respect people that like other things. You know what I mean? If we all like the same thing, it would be stale and boring. So Neil Kidman said Asics were just wrestling shoes when I was in high school. They were trendy with girls especially. Yo, Burr Collins, what up? What up? What up? My nephew just asked me for some Asics. Now I have to get him some fresh with all the heat of them now. Well, he went to the right uncle, that's for sure. Average. Asics, New Balances, etc. They're not making commercials, but yet they got this generation to wear the sneakers without celebrities or TV shows. Nah, bro, they're getting people to wear them somehow, bro. I'm not a New Balance expert or an ASIC expert, so I can't sit here and tell you. I think big homie Leonard or somebody like that probably have more insight on what they're doing or what they have done to set up their business practices the way that they have to catch a little wave. Because bro, they've done something. You know what I mean? They didn't go from medical shoes to hype overnight, bro. They did something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not informed enough to speak on what they've done, but they've definitely done something, man. Like these big companies, like they don't just you don't just fall into success. Like nobody just accidentally you know, find success. Like people who are successful and businesses that are successful, there's a whole business plan. These corporations, they literally devote, hundreds of thousands of man hours in meetings, preparation, you know what I mean, charts, graphs, their targeted demographic. Like that's corporate America. Like they're doing something. Yep. Martin, Seinfeld, Fresh Prince, Wayne Brothers, Different World, all had Jordans on. Yep. Yep. Retro Rick, what up, my guy? What up? What up? What up? Yo, definitely go check out my man Retro Rick, bro. If you haven't already, he's been on here before, man. That's the homie. He just had Mike Rich on. That's his homie. He just had him on his channel, and I think he's about to have Jay the Sneaker Guy on. Yeah, that's also one of his boys. But definitely go tap in with Retro Rick on YouTube. Retro Rick and Max Kicks on YouTube and Instagram. Salute, my guy. Neil Kimmon, man, member for 14 months. Supply and demand rules all. Have been that way forever, for sure, for sure, for sure. I need some Vomeros. Only got the Dornbeckers, and they aren't very wearable when I try for work. Vomeros ain't bad. I think that Michael Jordan has not signed the contract with Nike. I don't know about that. My man just bought. my man just bought a $70 million jet inspired by the Jordan 3. $70 million jet, man. Look at this thing. $70 million. Look at this. This is better than our houses, guys. Look at this. That's insane. $70 million. It's a Gulfstream G650ER featuring a stylish Air Jordan 3 elephant print design, his iconic Jumpman logo, and the tail number is N236MJ. N236MJ. If I had $70 million, I don't even think I would buy a plane like that. That's a lot of. I mean, this dude got money, 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 money. That's crazy. Oh yeah, this was the other thing. This guy paused his surgery just to enter a sneakers raffle. His post read, "Think I was gonna let the surgery stop me? Literally told the surgeon, give me a few before we start. I have to lock in this W. Got an instant W at 10:03 and then proceeded with the surgery." Yo. For some Air Force 3 low Negos. That's, dude, you imagine that? You imagine? I probably would do the same thing, though, if it was something I wanted. I'd be like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Jordan 4 white cements are about to drop, bro. Like, you're going to have to wait. You have to give me a minute. Is there anything else in the news? There's those mochas that, I forget who brought them up, but these are dope. These are dope. These are dropping on November 13th at Travis Scott. Jumpman Jack mochas. $200 for these. I like them. Definitely like them. Gonna be a tough one, though, guys. The other thing is, let's talk about these Jordan 3. Let's talk about these Jordan 3 black cements for a moment. From what I'm hearing, when it comes to this, man, there's supposed to be a ton of pairs of these, something like 400 or 500K. And I think I really do feel like this sneaker is gonna move, right? Now we have heard, like, I guess people complaining about the materials kind of feeling cheap and so on and so forth. I really don't think none of that's gonna matter when it comes to this. It's a Black Friday shoe, dropping during holiday time, so you know what I mean. People gonna be out there spending that money on this. And this is one of those sneakers too that, like, you got to remember, like, there was a lot of people that passed on that Alma 3 because these were coming out. They're gonna go after the shoe. There's people that probably haven't copped a shoe in like 2 years, 3 years, maybe longer than that. They're gonna come out for this. And then everybody else that wants it too. Like, this is a hype. This is a hype release right here. I don't really think the materials and what people are like, all that stuff, although maybe a valid argument, I don't think it's really gonna matter all that much, man. Like for me, it's a cop. A lot of you guys that I talk to, it's a cop for you. It's a cop for them. It's a cop for you guys. The majority of people. And this is supposed to drop. Was it what's the date it's supposed to drop? It's Black Friday. Like I don't know the exact date when this is supposed to release, but whatever that Friday is, these that's the official release date for these. And we've been starting to kind of see, and we kind of alluded to this like a little bit at the beginning of the stream when people were talking about the shock drop today, and some of the other things that we've been seeing shock drop because we didn't really see nothing shock drop for a while, and then like they're what I mean, they're slowly starting to bring it back towards the end of the year, like they're doing right now, and I think that they're going to shock drop these. I don't know that they are for sure or anything. Obviously, anything could happen with Jordan Brand, as you know. They can do whatever they want. But I think we're going to see a shock drop of these because I feel like they have a lot of pairs of these, and I feel like they're definitely going to be shock dropping this. We I don't think we're going to see a shock drop for the Jordan 4 Fears or nothing. But this one is definitely one that is probably a good chance of these shock dropping. Now, normally when it comes to shock drops, like they normally do it like 2 weeks out from the release date. Normally, like there's been some outliers like the Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. They shock dropped them a week before the release. Normally, that's not the case. Normally, it's like sometimes it's a whole month, but most of the time, it's like 2 weeks out. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we're gonna see these shock drop at some point. I'd be shocked if it didn't happen, but wouldn't surprise me either, right? Like if it didn't happen. But I do feel like with all the pairs that they have of these, yeah, they want this to move, man. This is a really big important release for them. Like they're definitely going to be um pushing this sneaker. You're probably going to see some stuff probably pop up on Sneakers app where they hit you with the questions and the polls and all that stuff. Like the Jordan 3 Black Cement is an important sneaker to them. Like they want this to go well. They're going to do stuff to make sure that you know um we know about it and people know about it. So normally, we do when they do shock drops, it's kind of rare to see two in 1 month, but you know, I think we probably are going to see that in November. I think we're going to see two shock drops, and this is probably going to be one of them if I would have to guess, because if they have 400,000 or 500,000 pairs, you would think they might drop like 20, 30, 40K on a shock drop, build that hype up. Some people are going to take an L on the shock drop, so on and so forth. Build a little bit of hype up for release day and things like that. But if these do shock drop, I wouldn't necessarily like worry about like an initial L if you don't get them, because there's supposed to be a lot of these. Supposed to be a lot. Um, So, if they do shock drop and you just like, you take your L when the release date comes, like, you probably have a way better chance to get them. Plus, as you know, like retailers and stuff will be doing raffles and, Flex App and Finish Line and like those type of places. But I think this is probably going to be the next like Jordan shock drop that we get. Probably going to be these right here. The other one that's going to shock drop that I know is going to shock drop is the Jordan 11 Columbia Legend Blue. And that's supposed to come out in December. Normally what they do with those is they shock drop them in November before Thanksgiving. And they've done that like the last 4 or 5 years straight, like um as far as my memory goes back, like it's always a November shock drop. So we're looking at I mean, think about it. November's crazy. November, you got Fear 4s, you got Black Toe 14s, you got was it the Travis Mochas, you have the Jordan 3 Black Cement, you have the shock drop for the Jordan 11 Columbia. I'm trying to think what else. I know that there's more coming in November. Maybe only like one or two more like kind of hype type style releases, but you gotta think. So 215 for that. They're charging two. They charged 230 last year for the Jordan 11, and as far as I know, it's still 230. I don't know if they normally if they would have raised the price, we probably would have known about it by now. But $230 for them, the adult size and those. So looking at what's coming out next month, man, like it's gonna be an expensive month if you want like any of these shoes for sure, for sure. Um, let's see here. November. Oh yeah, then we got the Jordan 11 Velvet Bread. That's a female release. Jordan 9 Olives. Racer Blue ones. No one's gonna care about those really, probably, but yeah. So there's a couple things. There's a couple of things for sure. But I would definitely monitor. Just keep your eye on this. Obviously, when I know or I hear anything, we'll let you know in Discord, and we'll make video and stuff like that. Let you guys know what we know when we hear it. But definitely I see two shock drops next month. Two possible shock drops. These and the Jordan 11s. The Jordan 11s, bruh. The Jordan 11s, they are. I mean, they are hefty, hefty. Like that should be. I was telling somebody earlier because he said he got like his whole work putting in for the Columbias. I told him not to do that. Don't do that because unless you want 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs of them, I wouldn't do that. The Jordan 11 Columbia, it will be obtainable, and also the Jordan 11s. If you look at, and I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys, and I like 11s and I buy them every year, so like I'm not coming from a place of hate when I say this, but like if you look at the last 4 or 5 releases going from what was it, the Jubilees, Cool Grays, Cherries, Gratitudes, the only one that kind of goes for a little bit of money is the Cool Grays, and like they're not going crazy or nothing like that. Normally, like the Jordan 11, if it's not a Bread or a Concord, like it's not like if you miss out, like you're not going to be able to get it like for an affordable price. Like if for some reason, you know what I mean, they drop 1.5 million pairs of these and like you just didn't get it for whatever reason, like they'll probably be like $240, $250 at the most. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not like you're going to be like missing out on anything. One thing that I would tell you not to do is buy them early and spend a high on them, because you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the prices are right now. I haven't looked in a minute, but whatever they're going for, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be 230. There's going to be a ton of them. There's no reason why you need to go out and spend 400 or 500 bucks. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to make a video and let people know that too, because I know people always want to get things early and stuff like that, but the prices out there, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really not necessary to do. Not with a release like that. It's just not. I'm not saying don't buy it, but like, dude, save some money, man. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it in a couple months, man. And so, you just gotta make tough decisions on some of these releases. Like, not everything is a must cop. You know, if there's two similar, and I've talked about this a lot on here, man. If there's two similar sneakers coming out, pick the one up that you like the most or you need the most. If it was for me, like the one thing that keeps coming up to my mind is the Jordan 4 White Thunders and the Fear 4s. Very similar kind of sneaker. Fear 4 to me is the way better shoe. So I passed on that. I didn't need that because I know I'm gonna buy the Fear 4. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been parting with some stuff, man. I've been hitting up on, selling them on GOAT and getting rid of some doubles, some triples. Like right now I got $1,600 in GOAT credit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I am good to go. Like, have a nice start for my 2025 sneakers, when the time comes. And all I did was move out doubles, some triples of some stuff that I didn't need two, three, four pairs of or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would, if I was you guys, like right now, especially going into the holiday season right now when people are, going to be buying stuff, throw some of them shoes that you are not going to wear, throw them on the apps, man. Try to get some money together, build up your little nest egg, so that, whenever 2025 does come, or even some of these releases that's going to be dropping in November or December or whatever that might interest you, you know, um, use that money. You already spent the money, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just sitting there in a box collecting dust. Um, so that's my advice to you guys is just look through your stuff, man. If you got where you got multiples of, you know, there's no harm in, selling them on Goat or eBay or something like that and just getting rid of them. Because, I mean, if you plan on buying a lot of sneakers anyways, you're probably going to need that space for real, for real. So, two birds, one stone. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely, I'm definitely trying to preach that because I see you guys, as collections, man. You guys be posting them in the Discord. Man, I know you guys got sneakers you ain't wearing that you probably ain't never going to wear. you know. So I would definitely think about doing it. It's really easy to sell on Goat and eBay too. It's super easy. But Marcus said, I agree. I can't get down with the runner movement, but I understand it's not for me, so it's okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I don't when it comes to that stuff, man, like everything comes and goes. Like everything has their cycle, right? Like things come back, things go, and is what it is. New Balance definitely going to celebrity athlete at least. New Balances are very comfortable. I do hear that. I do hear that. Russell Crewmaker said, I don't know your age, but I graduated high school in 1996, and New Balance and Asics were definitely hitting back then. Not like they just came out of nowhere. Well, listen, where I grew up, nah, they were not. Actually, matter of fact, still to this day, where I live, bro, like ain't nobody around where I'm no, where I'm at. And I'm not saying like older people or whatever ain't wearing them, but like I'm talking as far as like the culture, the youth, like where I'm at, like I don't see them. I literally work next to a high school. Like where I work, there's a high school like around if you go around my building, there's a high school. It's like right there, and I see all these kids are still wearing Jordans where I'm at, bro. You know what I mean? Like they're still wearing Jordans here. And I'm in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? I know like down in like Virginia and like Baltimore, like the DC area. I know that like they got their wave down there and everything, and like things are a little bit. I don't know where you're from, bro. And I'm not saying like you're not right. Like I'm just saying like where I grew up, where I'm at in Pittsburgh, and I'm in the city. Like I'm in the city. I'm in the basically the south side of Pittsburgh, and around here, it's never been like that. Um, but like I said, everywhere's different, man. I'm sure if you go to California, things are different there. In Florida, things are a little bit different down there. You know what I mean? But like, um, yeah, like if I was wearing New Balances, as a kid, man, I would have definitely got made fun of for sure. Hey, Rick, KB said I grew up in the hood. It was always about the Jays. Yeah, and KB is from the opposite side of Pittsburgh, where he lived, and yeah, it's never really been a thing here. Um, Yeah, but like I see a lot of kids this school year wearing the Jordan 4 White Thunders. Like I've seen a ton of those. You know what? I've seen a lot of kids wearing the seafoam green Jordan 4s. Like you remember those from not this year but last year, like 2023. I don't know if like they caught them at the Nike outlet or whatever, but I've seen quite a few kids rocking those. Um the yellow Thunders, the Jordan 4 yellow Thunders, a lot of kids wearing them. Um Jordan 5s. I've seen them wear a ton of Jordan 5s. And that's just just this school year. But like I said, everywhere's different, man. Yeah, dude, his plane's crazy, bro. If I was rich, I wouldn't announce it to everyone at the airport that I'm here. Just saying. Ooh, yep, yep. Your ever sneaker guy said not having the Yeezys created the ASIC and New Balance movement because the people who was buying and wearing the Yeezys are the ones wearing the New Balances because that's how the movement started. I mean, there's some truth to that. I mean, but like, I mean, it's not like I guess you got to move on to the next thing. But like, I don't know. Bro, like I'm telling you, them companies are doing something in the marketing way. Like they're doing something. They're doing something, bro. People just didn't wake up and just decided, hey, these are fire now, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're doing something, man. JVO said I was about to pass on the air, and I did my research on them. They're looking pretty good, so I'll cop at least a pair. Cheeky Reynolds, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you here. I just want the black cements. I think you're gonna get them. Pierre Diamond in the house. What's good, bro? How you doing, man? Who TF needs triples? That's a little bro. Like I don't know. I got a problem, bro. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. Spartan kicks Dino Stacks. Yo, bro. Yo. DS. James is cooking. Chat. Take heed. Be selective. Hey, my guy, man. Salute. How you doing, bro? I did the same thing with the one. So great. Yeah, man. Yeah, like just I don't know. I just see a lot. I just see a lot of when I realized that like they was trying to like literally take our whole entire salary next year with those. I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna slow it down because like a lot of like real talk, a lot of the sneakers that are coming out next year, like I do want like a good majority of them. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy everything, but like there's shoes that are coming out next year that I've never had that I wanted. You know what I mean? And it is, I window shop. I go on Goat. I look at the prices. I'm like, you know what? Nah, it's a 10-year-old shoe anyways. Like I'm not going to spend that money on it, or whatever the case may be. Um, but like they're bringing them back, man. They're bringing them back. So they're for me, like it's like a Jordan dream come true, with some of the stuff that they're dropping next year, So it's like, like I made a decision. I was like, do I want to play around with these little kind of like releases that don't really mean nothing to me? You know what I mean? Or do I want to go after like the things like I really want? You know what I mean? It's because I mean, like we're all gonna spend money next year, man. We're all gonna spend money next year. Like they know that, you know that, I know that, everybody knows that. And I'm looking forward to next year too because it's gonna be nice, like to actually have like where the whole year, like basically every month, there's something to look forward to. You know what I mean? Like there's something coming out that is interesting, and the community can get together. Like I'm really excited for it. I'm not necessarily excited about all the money we're spending. I wish they would have kind of maybe moved some of these releases to 2026. You know what I'm saying? And we still might see some stuff actually get pushed back. Who knows, right? Because I don't know how they're dropping all these shoes next year. I even saw something. What was it, a couple days ago, that they're gonna drop two more DJ Khaled fives, which I don't know why they need to do that, but so they're gonna add that in there. Like that's probably gonna be an easy pass for me on either one. Although, like they're not horrible. You know what I mean? They're not horrible, but uh, it's like they're just they're literally going all out. And listen, we are 2 months away from 2025, and they're still adding to 2025. Normally by this time, like they're done. And here's another thing to think about. With all the stuff that we know is coming, what about the stuff that we don't even know is coming? Because every year we have a good idea of what's coming out. We have, like, let's say 90-95% good idea of what is going to be dropping for that year. But then stuff pops up all the time that we didn't know about, that was, here's this collab, or here's this sneaker, or like, and we ain't even know about it. You know what I mean? They're talking about dropping an Off-White Air Jordan 1 next year. Like, I mean, it's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know? Like, so, just think about that, man. Think about all the years where where stuff was coming out and we didn't know about it, and then boom, here it is. Here's this sneaker now. Here's this collab now. And so we're gonna get that too. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it, man. This is like one of my favorite times of the year. I love fall. I love it's football season. Um, you know, uh, Good sneaker releases are coming. We have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like, this is like my favorite, like, 3-4 months out of the year every year. You know what I mean? Summer's cool and everything. I like swimming and hanging out outside. But, like, the fall for me is like my favorite time of the year, because everything that I enjoy is like hot. You know what I mean? Sneakers, sports, holidays, family, friends, all that stuff. And you get to be off work, get to spend time with your family, like all that stuff. But sneakers is a big part of it too, man. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, but oh, not too. The wife is listening. Hey, shout out to Wifey Seed, man. Cheeky said 2025 gonna leave us broke. Yeah. Yep. Spartan Kicks, Dino Stacks. Sold plenty to platforms, but the first time with Poison, and they paid great. Yeah, shout out to Poison, man. Our sponsor of mine. They do good things over there. But I haven't sold anything on there. I've bought in some stuff, but I have not sold anything on there. But yeah, maybe I will. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Jordans weren't number one. I'm just saying there was always a crowd that rock A6 New Balance. I just think now it's spread larger. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying, man. I appreciate you commenting. Yeah, these kids still wearing Jordans. It's different when you walk in a Snipes and they got an A6 section. Mm. Cheeky said, I'm from New York, and when I was little, it was always about the Jays. But not so much now. Kids today wear Crocs. Yeah, I do see Crocs. I do see Crocs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see that. Um, Tell you what though, I'm with you on the Fear Fours. That's one of my favorite fours of all time, and I never owned it, so I can't wait for that. Yeah, yeah, and that's the way I feel. Like, for me, it's like, if there's a sneaker that I've always wanted and they bringing it back, man, like, I'm in on that. You know what I mean? Like, if I have a connection to the shoe, Um, and a lot of times it's it's stuff that I couldn't get, or like that psychology, like that stuff stays with you, and but yeah, I'm getting those for Air Force for sure. Caught my kid J's and they just sitting in the closet. Ah, Cheeky said I haven't been here in a while because my mom just recently passed. Hey, Cheeky, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hear that. That's that's heavy, man. I feel for you. I pray for you, especially at this time of year too. You know, I lost a parent too before, and I tell you what, this is gonna sound probably deep, but or heavy or weird or something, but for me, what really got me was when my dad passed away. Not to totally change subject now, but it was like when my dad passed away. Like I got this like it's like there was one less person in the world that like truly loved you, like for you unconditionally. There's one less person because there's only a handful of people in your lifetime that like truly love you unconditionally, like no matter what you do. You know what I mean? And like when you lose a parent, like it's something you don't really think about until it happens, and then it like like I said, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope you're doing well, and I'll pray for you and your family, and thank you for being here. Spartan Kicks Dino Stack said, "We'll hit Kobe on sneakers app finally. What a hey, congrats, man. That's what's up." I have a lot of shoes. They're supposed to drop. Is 10 on there. I'm about to put it on Discord. Okay. Yeah, he lost me. Yeah, we the best. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that's like, man, them Khaled's, man. Like, I don't know. I never came across anybody that like, I don't know. He should take that "We the Best" off of there, and I think people would be more into it. The materials on them shoes are actually good though. Like that leather, it's actually nice. Like the quality of the shoes there, it's corny. Should I buy the Air Jordan 1 Shatter backboards or the Air Jordan 1 UNC Reimagine? And it has to be either or. That's tough. If it has to be one or the other, like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna buy both. But if it has to be one or the other, man, that's tough because I don't know. I don't know what shattered backboard is gonna be. And what I mean by that is like the reason why the shattered backboard was so great is because the leather on it is incredible. The materials on it are shattered backboard leather. If you've ever heard that term, people were using that comparing leather for like ever. You know what I mean? Like they'd pull out a shoe and be like, the leather on here is good, but it's not shattered backboard. You know what I mean? Like it became its own thing. It kind of became actually more than it really called for, right? Because like the materials on it are nice, but like it kind of became it almost had like its own life. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that in the same type of way. I hope that they can, but like I don't know that they will because a few years ago I was talking to somebody because of YouTube and we were talking and um he was I don't want to say like a leather expert, but like he worked in a business where he dealt with materials and stuff like that. And what he was telling me was like and he was a sneakerhead too. So like it was somebody in the know that worked in the industry. And basically what he was telling me was the leather that they used on a sneaker like the Shatterback you can't get that cut of leather and doesn't exist. Like you can't get that. So, I- is there something better or close to it that they can do? Or does Jordan Brand or is Jordan Brand gonna ruin it altogether and put garbage leather on it and then try to still sell it to us for whatever they're charging? Because with Jordan Brand, you don't know, right? It could go either way. Like I don't know. I don't know if whenever they dropped the shattered backboard 10 years ago, they conscious this really great leather on it for a reason. It's just what they could get their hands on. But whatever that was perfect for that thing. But I don't know that they can replicate that in the same way. And I know I'm going like on a whole soliloquy about this leather on this shoe. Um, but I don't know what that's gonna be like. You know what I mean? Like it could literally be trash. So I don't want to sit here and tell you months ahead of time they would definitely be the shattered backboards because like that they could screw that whole thing. They could screw that whole thing up. Only time will tell. Only as we get closer. Now, from a pure, if we're talking pure aesthetic on, what the sneaker actually, and we're not talking materials, we're not talking, storyline or anything like that. For me, if I'm just choosing between just those two shoes and everything's equally the same and the price is the same, the materials, it's like whatever, just the way it looks on feet and stuff. If we're just going, A and B, I'd probably go for the UNC Reimagine. I just feel like you could do more with it. I think it looks better overall, just as in terms of like a colorway, like the color combination, the outfits you could do with it. You know what I mean? I think it just pops a little bit more. Now that UNC is nowhere near as iconic as that Shatter backboard, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but just aesthetically, I would go to UNC. But like I said, if it's either or, man, because we don't know what the Shatter backboard leather is going to be like. Yeah, dropping pink Khaled fives and a black one. People didn't want the first set, although these new ones look a lot more wearable, I guess. Yeah, that they fumbled that release, bro. They fumbled that release. Um they had the two other colorways. They had the sale one. That one was all right. It was better than like the orange. What was that? The orange one. What do you call it? Peach. I forget what he was saying. I think it was like the peach colorway. Um, But then the sale one, in my opinion, that was better. But then the friends and family one was way better than both of them. I think there was two of them. There was like a purple one and a blue one, and those were great. Those were great looking. But they didn't release those. They gave us like the two garbage ones and kept the good ones for friends or whatever. And now they're gonna drop the. I like I said, I have never heard anybody go, bro, them Khaled's like yo, those are fun. I've never matter of fact, and I've never even seen people wearing them out in the world either. I've never seen a single person wear those Khaled fives. Not a single one. Hitman S, do you collect hats too? Yes. Yes, I do. I have a ton of hats. I have a whole shelving platform next to my bed and it's just hats. And you know what? And it started out where I was like making it look nice and everything, but then I just have so many, so now I just have boxes and bags that have like hats behind them and whatever. And then I have hats everywhere. Um, and I buy them constantly. And yeah, I mean, if just look at my videos, bro. Like I have so many hats, man. Most of them are pirates, and you know. Most of them are pirate hats. I just buy a different variation of Pittsburgh pirate hats. I have Steeler hats. I got some, I got some basketball like Bulls hats, Lakers hats. But I'm a Pittsburgh dude, man, so it's like a lot of Pittsburgh stuff. But just like everyone that comes out, that's like different that I don't have. Like I normally just buy it. Yeah, we're getting Black Cat 3s and Black Cat 4s next year too. That's insane. Do we have a guest? Yo, you there? I guess he ain't ready. Hey, Cheeky, once again, man, we're here for you. What you think about the new Pandas 2025? The leather material is supposed to be different. They want to bring back the Pandas. Like the Dunks? That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. People will buy him still, probably, but where's Average? I don't know. He's been in the chat, but he hasn't popped up on the screen. Yo,
What's going on?
what's up, man?
Gotta stop by, man. I gotta stop by. I ain't home, but what's
Did you
going
did
on, man?
were you listening to us?
Nah, I just left the bowling alley and I hopped
Oh,
over.
this was we was having a conversation, or like we was talking in the chat about Asics and Yeezys, and Average said
Mm.
that that's why Asics and New Balance is it. Look, here's where it started, because somebody posted that, and you probably saw it. Somebody posted online that their kid got bullied for wearing Travis Scott's.
Yeah, I
Somebody
seen
wearing
that.
New
I
Balances.
reposted. Yeah,
And so like so then we were just like, you know what I mean? I was just saying like they're doing something to market to the kids, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And yeah, Average was like in the chat saying that, you know, people moved on from Yeezy straight to those kind of things. So, but like I know you rock with those brands. So like, what do you like? What's your observation, like the overview
so
of New Balance and like ASIC, and like what like what are they doing differently as far as maybe marketing to the younger generation that I feel like Nike and Jordan Brand aren't doing? Like what how do you feel? Like what do you see?
so first thing first, like I always say, sneakers always go back to trends and what people wearing as far as clothes wise. So wherever the trend is with the clothes, the sneakers have to match. That's one thing. Two, when people Yeezy is a comfortable shoe. It's a lifestyle comfortable shoe. It's not a sneaker. It's
Right,
like well, it is a sneaker. It's not the athletic sneaker. It's just a comfortable shoe. And
right.
with the Yeezy brand being dead, as far as like with Adidas, what's the next comfortable thing? And it will be the Asics, New Balances, Sauconys, and all those type of things like that. But then you have to understand the availability. Is available enough, right? It's not
Yeah.
wild. I ain't gonna say it's too much widely available, but it's available enough for me to get it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the same. Well, it is the same repetitive thing, but it's just like it's comfort. It's comfort, man. It's comfort. It's available, and it looks nice. So we gotta remember that. Like Jordan, I mean,
Not they're not as far as comfort goes. Like yeah, they don't measure up in that aspect. They don't. Yeah.
yeah, they don't. And then on top of that, like I was telling you last time, like the colors. You feel me? Like you can't find no wacky color AC. You can't find no wacky color New Balance for real. You can't find no wacky color besides like the collabs, Sauconys. Like all the colors make sense. You too. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, man. So that's what we gotta realize. Like Jordan Brand, like it's. I think it's gonna be fixed next year because, like I said, not only they dropping OGs, they dropping colorways that actually make sense. Like people wear it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what those brands do. Like a lot of Asics, you could almost wear with anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and with kids, kids still doing the same thing we was doing growing up, bro. Two pair of shoes, maybe
Right.
three.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to make this one count. And it's cheap. And nobody resale, even resale, still like what 170, 160.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cheap.
It's affordable, comfort, matchy match.
Yep. And stylish, quote unquote.
Because I
So,
know you, I know you kind of on that wave a
oh
little
yeah,
bit.
I'm always going. I done got to the age where comfort means a lot.
Yeah.
I still rock Jordans or whatever, but on the day, like today, I got on Birkenstocks. I know, far fetched, but yeah,
Do what you do.
yeah. Hey man, no more using slides. I mean, I gotta find something.
I mean, you can still get them.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. But yeah, like we was talking about that, and I was like, and I literally said, man, this would be a good insight from Leonard for this whole topic because like coming from especially too you work in a store, shoe
Yeah.
store, like you see what's really moving, but like where I'm at, I was and I was talking to somebody in the chat, and I was like where I'm at, like people aren't necessarily on that New Balance ASIC wave here. Like here, like where I'm at, bro, it's still Jordans, man. It's still Jordans here. You know,
I mean, you got, the cities like where you at, things got to catch up because I don't I don't want to say it like that, but as far as like trending stuff,
hmm
that's not one of the states or the cities that just follow trends real heavy. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
A lot of states like Pittsburgh, New Orleans and stuff like that, like they all doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
And then maybe I'll catch up to the trend a little later if it makes sense, but they do their own thing. But like here, Georgia, like it's all weird, different. New York, weird, different. Los Angeles, weird, different.
yeah.
So that's why I don't think. And then what? The DMV, what they wear? They wear Under Armour and New Balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think
Yeah.
they really on the exit yet.
Yeah, I mean, like, but like they've been on that wave though, like
Yeah.
around that area. So it's like, and it's like everywhere's different, like even if you live in California, you know what I mean. Who knows what I've never been there, you know what I'm saying. So like I
Yeah.
can't speak on
I
it, but
see.
I'm sure it's a lot different from where I'm at, you know what I mean. And
Yeah. I'll be seeing on TikTok they wearing exit too out there over there.
yeah, so I mean, it just depends on where you're at. Weather I think plays a big factor in some of that stuff too, but.
Yeah, I ain't think about it like that too, cause y'all get a lot of snow stuff.
I mean, we don't necessarily. Well, we used to get a lot of snow. It just gets cold here. That's all.
Yeah, you cold. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you
but
can't. I wouldn't advise nobody wearing exits during the cold, bro. I wouldn't advise it. 'Cause it's so breathable.
hmm
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. So now that I think about it, I don't know what people finna do down here where I'm at. Like, 'cause it's getting cold already down here.
yeah. I met this like 83-year-old woman, uh, like 2 days ago, and she's moving from here down to where you're at,
Yeah,
and she was like, "Oh, it's just so much warmer down there, and like with my health, like I need to be somewhere warmer." And I was like, but I know some people down there, and they say it gets cold down there too. She was like, "Yeah, but it's not the same like up here." I was like, "Okay,
they're definitely not the same, but it is. It's like a dry cold sometimes.
yeah,
Ain't no moisture in the air. Like, and it's weird because like, especially like down here in Georgia, it'll be 20 degrees one day. Next day is 80. Next day is raining. Next day is 80. And then all of a sudden you wake up in the morning think you're gonna wear shorts and it's 30 again.
yeah, bro." That's like Pittsburgh. We get all four seasons in one day sometimes.
Yeah, so
So it's weird.
if you move down here for the weather, I don't think the smart.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
wonder
I'm
about
going
it.
down there where it's warm. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we might be cheaper than y'all when people
But what's the next Jordan you copping though? The threes?
get out my car.
What what's the next Jordans you getting? The threes?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't know. I've been thinking about these 14s.
Black toe 14s?
Yeah, black toes, yeah.
Yeah. You like
I
14s?
said I like those. And the
Yeah.
last shots and the laneys.
I think 14s are comfortable.
I mean, yeah, 13, 14.
Yeah.
At the end of the when he got old, it's when Jordan started getting comfortable to me.
Yeah.
See here. See here. See here. I'm on live, bro. Go play Fortnite.
Where did you guys
My
go?
bad.
Where'd you get food from?
We went to Sunday. We went bowling. Try to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep the competitive spirit over here.
There you
Me and
go.
him we went bowling. Yeah. But yeah, my son. I think. Ezra, what's your favorite shoe right now? Right now? That you wear? Yeah. I don't have one. What'd you wear a lot of? My Travis's. You wear Travis? Oh, I don't wear my Travis's a lot, but you wear New Balance? Yeah. So yeah, everybody in his school. That's what all of them got New Balance.
But his favorite shoes is Travis Scott's.
Yeah, Travis Scott, of course. Yeah.
And for the record, how old is your son?
He just turned 12.
Yeah, I mean he's learning. You know what I mean? He's coming up right. And you know what too? Having you as a dad, like he's got a little bit of variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then for basketball, he likes Kobe's.
Oh yeah. Elf Nike sneak out by the way.
I guess you took an L on the X-rays.
Yes, bro. On the six. Like, who wears that?
I guess other kids, other people buying it for their kids. I guess or
Man,
girls.
man, no girl. Well, yes they are. But still though, man, a six.
What are they looking like on resale?
I just seen them like 170.
On
Let's see.
resale?
They probably going up. Hold on, let's see.
I mean, that's not horrible. I mean, it still sucks, but it's not horrible.
Let me see.
I mean, and you know what too? That's a good time to drop it. It kind of does look like a Halloween type shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
basketball season starts,
yeah.
so it's a good time. But let me go ahead and get these things for them. Yeah, 167. It's about 170,
What
180.
was what was
Probably.
retail? What was retail for the kid size? Or did they have a kid size? Or I didn't even look at the.
Yeah, they got GS. Do it tell you on here?
What were they like? They're one. Were they
I
probably like what?
mean, they
They
were
were
like
like 140 or something, 150.
140. Yeah, I would say like 140, 150.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not horrible. I know. I mean, I know he likes them.
I don't know, man, because he been really tripping about because since because he got the Grinches, right?
Hmm.
Hold on. Where
The
your Grinches at?
material is different.
Man, huh?
It's
The
different.
West? Yeah, man, they man, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like all the kids that he hooped with, like all they Nike checks are peeling, like everybody Nike check peeled off.
Yeah.
No carbon fiber, like it being so man, it's just bad. It's just bad. But his Kobe 8's got everything. Got the carbon fiber on it, got every like all the cushioning, got everything on it.
Yeah, sometimes what they do with those grade school pairs, like they switch them up too much, bro. You know what I
That's
mean?
why. Yeah, I don't get that. That's why
It's like
I'm scared. I'm scared about these because he actually playing basketball in them, and I don't want him out there like man, roll his ankle and hurt his feet.
like you ever see GS Jordan 6s?
Oh man,
They're
horrible,
like they're like totally different, bro.
horrible. Some of them
It's
don't even have the little bubble.
average in the house.
My God, what up?
What up?
Oh, just getting out of work, bro.
You just got off work.
Yep.
Wow.
When you buy you some aces, Eric? Yeah. Hmm? When you buy you some aces? Never that. Let me put my headphones on. Hold on.
All right.
I hear the pipes. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I ain't never gonna buy no aces, bro. So, I would I got like when the shoes with that part, I would like the Vapor Max and the
those space hippies and all that.
Yeah,
Like, so I wear the regular Nikes and stuff like that, like the Vomeros and stuff. And see, that's Nike problem. Cause like I said, James, like New Balance and Aces, they wasn't making commercials and all that. It it was more like Leonard said, like where Jordan developed Aces and all that put their shoes in the forefront of the stores, and that's all the people seen. And when Yeezy's not being available no more, they had to gravitate to something else. And that what Nike dropped the ball. Like I don't know why they're not pushing the Vomero, the P9000, and all that. Like those are shoes that Nike should be pushing right now
Mhm.
and putting in front of this generation to get them back to Nike, and then they could push the Jordan to these kids.
but one thing I can do, I can't give them kudos on. They do good on their Air Maxes, but they kill them so fast. Like
Yeah,
they just
like the Air Maxes, yes,
they kill them
but
so fast. They kill them so fast, man. They have a
yeah,
good run.
they don't like so that's to me that what Nike dropping the ball right now, as far as trying to connect with this generation. 'Cause
We're trying to connect you with the internet, my guy.
Oh, I thought about my career. I was saying, what's going on?
No, and like I want to hear what he has to say too, but like,
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi ain't working right in here.
nah, we hear you look good now. We hear you.
Yeah, I hear the time of Wi-Fi off 'cause I'm in a dead spot, so I'm going
Yeah.
off my wireless service. But yeah, we got to start trying to push what we like. 'Cause like next year, like we all keep saying, oh, Nike gonna be back with what they dropping. I don't think so because though that's not though this kid's time.
No,
Yeah, they ain't gonna be popular for us, but them kids, I don't think still gonna be caring about those.
but see, I
Oh,
think the only thing good about what they dropping next year is just everything wearable, like everything black and white, black red, red white,
yeah,
black blue. That's the only
and
Orange
that
and
thing.
black.
that
Yeah.
that might play a big factor into it, but to sit here and think that these kids actually gonna care about those, they not.
No,
We gonna care about them because that's our time, but they not really gonna care. And then we don't know how the fashion gonna be next year either, though.
that's a
Okay,
big thing.
remember, like you
Yeah,
just said, everything move off fashion. We don't know how the fashion gonna be next year.
that's the big thing. That's the biggest thing.
So I believe he gonna be a big hit for us, but Nike got to do something to reach this generation. And what they're dropping next year is not gonna be it. It's just gonna be a hit among us,
I mean,
in my opinion.
even if you like even if you look at like the pop culture, like look at back when like look at like a movie like Back to the Future, how they had the Air Mag in it. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
futuristic shoe and it was a Nike and things like that. Like they did things back in the day that they don't do anymore. You know what I mean? Like they just don't they it's like they're just going off of like whatever they've done in the past and like hoping that everything's just gonna hit like the same and it's not. You know what I mean? Like all the OGs and the collabs will move. But what I'm saying is like when they got these new, you know, and we brought this up on here before, where it's like, you know, whenever they have like these new colorways and stuff of the shoes or like the new iterations of whatever, you know what I mean? It's like there's no they don't build any connect like you don't feel connected to it. You know, well, I mean, we do in some way because we grew up with the silhouette, but you know, somebody that's, you know, 15 years old probably doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So like they have to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like New Balance and ASIC, like they're doing something. They're doing something. Their marketing they're definitely
No,
doing something that way.
bro, they not. They not, bro. You don't see no New Balance commercial. You don't see no
No, I
TV
be seeing on
show
my
with the
feed.
folks with the New Balance.
No, I see it on my
Well, I'm
feed.
just saying, but they not making.
No, I'm saying I
Yeah,
see new.
but what I'm
I
saying
see
was
like
like James talking about, they not doing that. Become
I'm saying
saying we
they're doing something on social media. They're doing something, bro. They doing something.
My biggest thing, how I think they popped off, is because if Yeezy was around still, nobody'll be wearing the New Balance and Aces.
Right.
Because these people that wearing the New Balance, they was the ones that were wearing the Yeezys. Like Big Homie, he just clearly said
Yeah.
he can't get no more Yeezy slides.
Right.
So he went to Aces and New Balance because he was a Yeezy dude.
Yeah. Like there's,
And that's my opinion. I just think that was all the people that wearing them now. It just though because they got so used to being comfortable that they care about comfort more than anything now.
You know what's so crazy? I'm going to do a little segue. Y'all on this chat, y'all picked on me. Where was it? A year ago?
They pick on you. 'Cause I ain't gonna never wear them.
Y'all
But
picked
I
on me.
had Yeezy
Y'all talking
though.
about the chat. I'm talking about the chat. They picked on me
Oh,
now it's kind of crazy how, yeah, they got because of
I
compliment.
think that was the greatest live we ever did.
A6, bro, A6. Yeah, the A6 is gonna make a comeback. Nobody gonna wear A6.
But listen, to be fair, we Average started roasting you, and then we all hopped on the
yeah.
bandwagon because you was gonna buy some Asics, but it wasn't just that you was gonna buy some Asics, Leonard. Tell the full story. Don't see you see how creative is. You see how you try to leave something out. The reason why we went so hard on you was because you was gonna spend $1,100 on the pair.
Mm,
It's a good thing I waited.
tell it.
You know what I'm saying? He conveniently left that part out though. We saved you $1,100 that day.
Y'all did. Y'all really did. I don't think that should go on for that no more. They ain't even nowhere near it.
What they probably like $300 or something.
Yeah.
But you was like, yo, I'm about to buy these $1,100 Asics, and we was like, what?
Good thing I waited. Because they dropped colorways so similar.
Well, I remember the live because I remember like I went on StockX and I found a colorway similar to that was like 150, and you were like, nah.
I was tripping.
and
I
it looked just like it, bro.
was tripping.
Yeah.
It was a new thing, man. I just wanted to catch the wave early.
Yeah.
Still said
It's so
1100.
hard to stay away.
Before Ace hit this big wave, yeah, I was talking about Aces, man. They was reselling. They was reselling high.
But yeah, that was such a good live, man. Like I had a good night. That was such a fun night. It came at your expense a little bit, but like it was still fun.
Nike just used crap material, man. Nike been using crap. I just got to the point where I just understand, like Nike been using crap material forever, man. That's not going. That really don't stop us from buying the shoe, man. It really
Well,
don't.
bro, that's what I always said. Like when that it became a big deal that we started caring about the material. Like back then, nobody cared, but all of a sudden, that's the first thing we questioned: all the material, all the quality. But Nike been doing this the whole time.
Forever. I just had to realize, like, oh, I don't care about the material. I don't even crease my shoes up anyway.
But like they pick and choose like if you charging me $215 for a shoe, and one shoe that I get had garbage materials, but then the next shoe at the same price point got like amazing materials, like why do they do that? You know what I'm saying? And and people like, I mean, we talked about it, and I was like, I really do feel like we started caring about the materials with the shattered backboards.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's literally when we started caring about it. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys both. I want to hear both your opinions on this, because somebody asked if you could only get one between the UNC Reimagined and the Shattered Backboard ones, which one would you pick? And I was having a hard time trying to figure that out because the new Shattered Backboards, I don't know how the leather's gonna be. So, what do you guys think? You think the leather on the Shattered Backboards is gonna live up to the old
But
one,
see,
or you think
okay, I'm gonna go
it's
first.
gonna be garbage?
I'm gonna go first. Number one, I don't know because I never seen them shatter backboard in person. So
True?
yeah, so I can't say the leather is good because I never seen it. So I'm just
Yeah.
going off people opinion. So I can't judge this shoe coming out next year to that shoe because I never seen it in person. But to answer the question, which one I would get, well, what I really want to say, if you got to ask somebody what shoes to buy, that's a problem, bro. Just buy what you like. But if I had to buy, pick and choose, I would get the UNCs. I have more to wear with that than the Shadow Backboards.
That's
Hey,
what I said. That's what I said.
understand it too.
Yeah, I get the UNCs because, like I said, I'll be able to wear. I can wear that one more than the Shadow Backboard. But I can't compare. Like I said, I can't compare how this next year's Shadow Backboard compared to the OGs because I never had a pair and never seen them. So
Now,
I'm just going off people's opinion.
now, Jordan and Nike and them, like they gotta know the history of that shoe and why everybody loves the shattered backboard, right? So like, could they really do you really think they gonna ruin it by putting some cheap leather on it though?
Can I be honest with you though? It's gonna be 2025. It is a Jordan 1. So when that shoe don't do what you think it's gonna do, whether they put the quality on there or not, it's 2025 and the Jordan 1. We're gonna be on some y'all crazy. It's gonna be a lot of people saying y'all crazy. Y'all just hype anything. No, these kids do not care about no Jordan 1 no more.
So I'm gonna ask the question again, and
But
I'm gonna phrase it differently.
all right.
Next year is 2025, the 40th anniversary of the Jordan 1. They're bringing out several high-profile Jordan 1s, including the shattered backboard, which the shattered backboard, we really didn't think we'd ever really see that again because of the construction of the way that the shoe is. Now, with the history and the way that people love that shoe and the way it's sought after, and the reason why it's sought after, when they drop the shattered backboard in 2025, will it have garbage leather on it?
I think it's gonna be.
Well, I mean,
I think the leather gonna be on some Jordan 4 material.
well, and plus the thing is, you're never gonna be able to recreate what you did the first time.
Right.
So no, the leather is not gonna be on point to the original. So if you going into that thinking that the leather is gonna be the same, you already gonna be let down.
But yeah,
You already gonna be disappointed. If you going into thinking you gonna get the same type, same cut leather,
Well,
you're
I
gonna
like
be
personally,
disappointed out the rip.
I know that they can't recreate it like that, but they can still make it good.
you ain't finna get no guinea pig leather. I know that much. You ain't finna get no Givenchy and Louis Vuitton leather. I know that much. You finna get this regular leather at this price point and be happy because we retroed it.
You're gonna get that Jordan 1 taxi leather.
Yeah, that's yeah. You ever tell something crazy though?
Yeah.
We all talking about this leather on this shutter bed board, but do you remember the Yin of the Yang? Jordan 1?
Not off top, no.
It was a Yin and the Yang. It was like a
Yeah, the
cream.
red and black one.
No, it was
Not that
a
one.
white one. It was a white one and a black one. There were two
Oh
different shoes.
no.
It wasn't two separate like left and right, but it was
Like the pine greens, those black ones, those black and green. They had some good leather on it. But like I said, if anybody going in thinking they gonna get the same material that they got back then, they already disappointed. And so they already gonna be bashing the shoe off the rip because they going into it with unrealistic expectation.
Mm.
And so yeah, that shoe that I'm going to tell y'all, they gonna dog that shoe out.
oh
Y'all
yeah.
might well get ready. They're gonna that shoe out. And then they gonna get the credit that it deserves of being that shoe because they gonna always compare it. And see, that shoe can either gonna be a good or bad thing for Nike. Because if it don't live up to the quality, that shoe might flop. And that gonna be a bad look. for an OG shoe. Because like I said, people expectation is gonna be so high with that shoe. Like that shoe, I don't think that shoe gonna stand a chance. It gonna fail before it even release because of the expectation that people gonna have on that shoe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they're bringing it back, it gotta be good. Like, I'm not saying obviously, it's not gonna be the same. It's still gotta be good, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, like, it's good.
Okay, but what's good?
Because listen,
Okay,
if it's not gonna be good, why even do it?
okay. See, my question is that I always ask: if the Jordan 1 high is supposed to be the superior Jordan 1 compared to the lows and the mids, the material, what make the material good? All Jordan 1 supposed to have great material, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but, like,
Uh,
but
I know,
but
and
but
so
but, bro, it does
that,
have way better materials than the mids. Like, even the worst of the worst is better than
in
But
some
the
Jordan
mid,
ones they got
I think
in some Jordan ones they use the same materials that the mid have.
I don't know, bro. All I know is the mid is supposed to be like Team Jordan.
So
It's supposed to be a
so
more widely available.
yes. But that's always been my argument though. If the ones is supposed to be the superior, why are we questioning the material on every release of the ones? So shouldn't all the ones come with good material?
Nah,
Huh?
nah, because you got a Big Mac and you got a Mac Double. I'm not giving you. I'm not giving you the same quality
then you
meat.
got the chicken Big Mac, bro.
Huh?
Then you got the chicken Big Mac now.
Yeah, like I'm not giving you the same. And then you still got the Southern style chicken. I'm not giving you the same quality. What's it called for the same? No, I'm not doing
What's those running McDonald's Jordan ones?
The ones that the homegrown always be wearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all had some of the greatest
Yeah,
materials
yo,
that you could put.
they did have, but they are god awful. They but
As a matter of
the
fact,
leather's great.
do
The
y'all
leather is
remember?
great on that shoe.
Do y'all remember when they were doing shutter backboard customs? It's like a cream color one that they used in order to do this shoe.
Mm.
Because it was the same exact material as the shadow backboard. Man, that shoe hit the outlet. That shoe going crazy. I actually got a picture. Hold on. I found a picture of it. I'm gonna send it to you.
You should have.
Snap.
It's my IG.
Yeah.
So how does you I like what they said in the comments. Shadow Bat was shot for months. Nobody liked him.
Nah, I don't
And you
remember that.
right, just like the Black
I don't remember.
Cats.
I don't remember that one now. I don't
Jada
remember.
Sneaker guy made a video about that. He only paid $49 for his
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
Nike outlets.
they did sit, but a lot of sneakers
Yeah,
sat.
nobody wants
It
them.
a lot. Yeah, and there's a lot that happened to, and now
Just
they're
like the
classic.
Black Cats. Like nobody cared about the Black Cats till they
Nah,
popped off on TikTok. Now everybody, oh, the Black Cats is all this. But what was their energy when they first came out? Like, I don't get it.
that was the shoe that they used to make custom shutter backboard with. They said it's like damn near the same material.
What did they call this?
I forgot. I remember they did it was like a yen because they had a black pair too. But the black pair material wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of them. Super fly going on. Nah, this my sometimes I go to my regular house, sometimes I go to my mansion, bro.
Men, 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 men,
Ask them to
men,
play the
men, men.
piano.
Yeah, ask him to go back there and play the piano real quick.
Play some Beethoven.
Nah, I can play. Hold on.
I can actually play that on the piano.
I can too. I was in the band.
What's he doing? Is he gonna play the piano?
He said he would. I don't know. You don't know with Big Homie. But
I'll play it real quick. Hold on.
we don't believe you.
Turn your camera on.
Hey, what you mean you don't believe me, bro? I'm gonna play it for real,
The piano in the corner
That
that's
boy
still in the
funny.
sunlight. The piano in the sunlight. It's 9:15 p.m. It's still daylight in Georgia, cuz.
Yeah, man. That's my whatchamacallit lights outside.
Yeah.
Got UV whatchamacallit, man. We got a court back there.
Yeah. Y'all gotta be driving real slow.
So what you guys been working on, man? What you doing?
Revamping, man. I'm actually looking at, well, we can talk about that later, but you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at another camera.
Was those cameras I was telling you about?
Huh?
Cameras I was telling you about?
Yeah. It's a little difficult to control, but you know what I'm saying? I like to research everything before I actually make my purchase.
Oh, me, man, I research everything.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm a madman when I'm about to do something big. But that's what you got to do, man. Especially when you're spending money, because it's a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Like you go to my YouTube now, the only thing keep popping up is that camera. that camera pop up so many times, and then it's competitive.
Yeah, cameras are important. Sound is important too.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it too. To look at the mic. But yeah, man, I'm focusing on what we talked about. I'm focusing on that.
Yeah. What were you talking about last week?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that was my wake up call. The universe trying to tell me something.
Yeah. I'm about to do construction on a whole nother room in my house over the winter. Have another space.
Some fly trying to get me right. Hold on. Yeah, I could have build a little space in here too. We're actually moving my son to another room. We moved all his stuff to another room, even though I literally just did that room for him. But we finna move it, give him a bigger space. Because he wants to start streaming or whatever. And I'm finna just take
You
over
know
his.
what? He might be in love, bro. 'Cause I thought about selling my setup, my gaming setup for my streaming and all that. There's some
Yeah,
new
because
stuff I'm looking at. And so I might holler at
that's
me
what
if you real serious.
that's what we doing give him for Christmas because we ain't got nothing else to give him anyway. So we're gonna wait it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it. It's time for me to upgrade.
Average trying to sell you his old stuff, huh?
Well, so I'm not gonna use it. And then if I get back to playing my game, I'm gonna upgrade to get the new streaming stuff anyway. So
Yeah, makes sense.
but yeah, but for somebody starting off like that, so you know me, I got all the top of the line stuff. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
somebody
a lot
starting
of nice.
off, it gonna be
Yeah, you got a lot of nice stuff. Yeah.
it'll be nice. Yeah, they all let me.
I will I don't know what I'm looking at, man. I've been looking at YouTube videos about that too. I don't know what I'm looking at, bro. I'm not into that.
Yeah, it's a
All that
lot. It's a lot.
Elgatos, and you gotta have
Yeah,
this kind of input thing to go to the other monitor and all that crap.
yeah, the capture card and all that.
Capture card,
And then like James said, audio is very important.
Yeah.
So I got the whole audio interface and everything that control everything. So,
you got a little box that you got one on go to the headphones, the other one go to the mic like James got.
bro, I see you. I see your video on my setup.
Yeah,
Their pictures.
y'all do too much.
But
Like
no, that when
James,
I was heavily into gamers. That when I was heavily into streaming games and all that too.
like
But
I don't
I
James, bro.
blame them folks for making me do YouTube. And then I just stopped doing my gaming. That's crazy.
So you was gaming, then you just so happen to do a sneaker review.
Yeah, see what happened was, I started off gaming and I always hear my shoes in the background. And then they start commenting like, hey, what shoe is that? What shoe is that? And then they were like, oh, you ought to start showing your shoes. So I was like, all right, y'all want to see it. And so I started doing YouTube. And then the got to doing that and then just stopped. Just forgot all about my gaming.
If y'all don't know, man, James used to do jerseys in Pittsburgh, and yeah, we used to do gaming. Nah, I'm just
Well,
playing.
I did sneakers and jerseys at the same time.
Yeah, he did. And
I
I
know,
kept
I know.
telling him he need to do both of them
I
still.
just messing with him with the jersey stuff.
Yeah, I still collect jerseys, but I just don't make content on it because I would rather make content on sneakers. And it's two different. Like it's the same audience, but it's two different audiences.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's the same kind of person that would watch the videos, like on both, but um, it's too like I should have did two channels, originally, but I ain't. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
but the sneakers is what I mean. That's what I wanted to do with sneakers, but I was doing jerseys too because like in your mind, it's like, oh, it goes hand in hand. And actually, my jersey videos did well too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Oh, Superfly.
You say he made you start gaming, bro. Made you put it
No,
up.
I did a couple of live stream a couple months ago, and folk were they were still rocking with it, and Superfly game too.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he
seen.
game too, but yeah, I just did it just to see if folks still rocking with it. Yeah, folks were still rocking with it, but that's Superfly. He crazy. I'm a dog.
I can't game like that, bro. That jump be hurt my head. Yeah, I'm so competitive.
like
Now see,
I like playing Madden and like sports games and stuff. But
yeah,
Yeah, I play 2K with my son. My son be dogging me, bro.
yeah, you see that's what I'm saying. Like I'm real good, and so I was like, if I'm gonna play the game, I will let folks see it and whatnot. So yeah, like you can't be trash and you gonna be streaming the game, bro. I'm the folks. I'm telling you, it's some ruthless folks out there if you trash and whatnot. But if your son like legitimately good for real though, he should do it.
Yeah, he be playing online. He said he don't like the little part stuff, but he be playing like I don't know the team thing
Now
online.
2K ain't gonna work if you ain't playing the part. 2K ain't gonna work.
That's why I told him. Like he like Fortnite. You know,
Yeah,
he a dog on Fortnite too, bro.
no, listen,
yeah,
my little nephew's 12, bro, same age as your son,
Yeah.
and like, bro, they don't even care if the people are trash. Like those kids will watch each other play and
Oh
stuff like that. Like it don't even matter. Like if an adult, that's different, but like kids watching kids, bro, they love that. It don't even matter, bro.
yeah.
those who got a personality, bro, they're gonna watch it.
Yeah, like my nephew will spend all day watching somebody else play a video game. I'm like, bruh, just play the video game. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
bro, I used to never believe that. I was like, ain't nobody gonna sit here and watch nobody play video game. Until I really looked at it like, bro, there's some weird people out here for real that sit here and watch somebody play video game. So I was like, why not do it? I mean,
Bro, I
but
can't lie,
I
bro.
didn't believe that.
I can't lie, bro. I sit here and watch somebody play Call of Duty all day if they fight. I would watch that all day, all day.
Yeah, that's crazy. But,
but yeah,
Man,
but hey,
oh man.
we're gonna do. I'm gonna go do the after live. I sent you guys a link if you guys want to stop over there.
yeah.
Kick it for a few.
Yeah,
But
so I'm finna get in a dead spot. so I probably get clapped in a little bit.
Yeah, but hey man,
But I'm almost at the house.
yeah, you go ahead, shot your stuff up, so that people can follow you.
Big homie,
Hey, y'all
big
know what
homie.
it is. Your average sneaker guy, but the average don't stand for average. I'm out.
All right, bro.
Don't worry about big
Let's
homie,
see what
cause he ain't doing no videos, so don't even worry about him.
I'm doing, man. Give me a little time, man. This is what is this the second revamp, the third revamp?
Y'all get on his head. Tell him to pop back out. Y'all forcing him to pop back out.
Leonard's like, please hit that dead spot. Please hit that dead spot.
But 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 nah, low key though, let's get my boy James to 20K though before the end of the year. Let's get my boy to 20K.
Yeah.
We got the
That's
15, so let's get my boy to 20K.
Yeah, you know, come November, December, I gotta be
Uh,
dropping a lot of videos, man.
yeah, you been slacking.
I ain't been
You
slacking,
been
bro.
slacking.
Ain't been nothing to talk about.
I
yeah,
ain't
we
been
saw
getting no notification through my phone
there's a
all
lot
week.
to talk about.
I
Ain't
can
been
leave
nothing to talk
my
about.
phone be buzzing.
Hey,
James
no,
Meyer dropped a video.
like real
James
talk.
Meyer dropped another video.
You know, like real talk. You know what I did? You know what I did all week, bro? I'm
What's
actually
that?
I'm actually in the beginning processes of like making some music. And so like I spent the whole week like working on a setup and stuff where I'm gonna be recording stuff. But it's gonna take me like y'all probably won't hear a lick of this music for like 2 years.
Now,
But what
you know what I thought you were doing? I
yeah.
thought you were doing what we were talking about the other week. Like maybe he doing that this week. Like that's what I thought. Cause like I said, I ain't
Nah,
getting no
Crazy.
notifications that
nah.
James
You,
Meyer live.
nah,
Like, oh, I
you know
know
what
what
week
he
I'm gonna do
doing.
that? You know what week I'm gonna do that? The week
Well,
I'm off the week of Christmas.
Oh, you doing on
okay,
crazy?
yeah, cause that's what I thought. I was like, I know what he doing.
Yeah.
So he ain't do no video all week. So I know what he got cooking.
Yeah. No, I'm off the whole week of Christmas, so I'm gonna do a bunch of that week and then drop those, do that the beginning of the year.
How you gonna
Yeah.
do it? You gonna have a whole bunch of shirts and hats, or you gonna do one video? Just keep it going, keep going, keep going. What you go?
There ain't gonna be no shirts and hats. What are you talking about?
No, you know how some. 'Cause I do it too. I was doing that sometimes. Like I shoot 2 videos. I just change the shirt, change the hat.
Oh yeah.
Or
But
you can do like the other people, just wear that uniform. Just whatever you wear, that's your look. Cause it's
yeah,
this one girl, she wore the same yellow shirt and Adidas joggers every video.
no, cause
And
see
people know her by that.
when I shoot those videos, I'm gonna do that in a separate part of excuse me. For that channel, I'm gonna do that. Damn it.
Oh, don't say too much.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
huh?
But I'm gonna do that in a separate part of the house. So I literally could shoot my sneaker video and then go down there and shoot that video. Well, it's two different audiences, so it won't even matter. But yeah, that's gonna be that's different. But no, I was doing some music stuff, and so like I'm doing that. But like, but that's gonna be a whole nother thing. But whenever that comes out, whenever you see that, you'll see like a whole other channel just for the music stuff, and all the music will be done, all the music videos will be done, all the stuff in the studio will be done. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna drop all that, but it's gonna take like 2 years.
your,
It's a 2 year plan.
so your band back together, or y'all never broke up?
So so my band that I've had throughout the years, there's like a couple people that are always kind of in it and not really in it, but really the only thing that was ever really done that wasn't me was the drums. Like I did all the guitars and I did all that stuff anyways. But I never played drums. But like it's a so basically no, the band's not back together, but I got one of the dudes helping me kind of thing. But um but yeah, that's a story for another day.
Super Flava
Oh,
Blues, man.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm actually a musician, guys. I've talked about this before. If you're going to want to check out my band's record on iTunes or Apple Music, or not iTunes, but Apple Music or Spotify or something like that. Even I think you can even find this on YouTube. The name is Doomsday Clock. The name of the record is Win or Lose. And This is from 2015. Like, it's all got dust all over it and stuff. But yeah, I'm a songwriter. I write all the songs, sang all the songs, played all the guitars and bass on it and all that. So, um, but yeah. So I'm starting to get back into that.
Like that's how he got all his equipment, y'all. He already had it.
Well, that's how I got into doing video because I could do audio, and
Yeah.
like even though I couldn't do it edited video on screen. Like the waveforms and stuff is kind of the same. So like that's how I figured it out. But anyways, we're gonna go shut it down for tonight, man. Thank you guys for stopping through. We're gonna see you, next Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys, are safe out there. Enjoy your weekend, and just be safe. But for those of you guys in the channel membership, man, I'm gonna go do the after live right now. So I'll see y'all over there, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video, next live stream, or whatever comes up next, man. I love y'all. Have a good night.